Hello and welcome everyone to another session from Will to Play. I'm Will Harris, your host, talking to you today about Revit management training, the BIM management survival skills. We are talking about detailing. This is session 8 out of that 16 session class, so we're at the hump day. Woo, halfway done, right? Not really. If you look at it as though I've been telling you to look at it, you're essentially halfway done with round 1 of at least 2, probably 3 rounds of management training. Because each level, each time you go back and listen to this stuff, you're going to get more and more, and you need to see everything at once. So it's the big overview and all that. All right. Our topics for the day: detailing overview, detailing concepts, tools and process, and then long-term management, because there's some long-term management stuff here that really, if you get it set up early in your process, then you're saving yourself a lot of hassle later on. Okay, the detailing overview. Essentially, there's only 3 ways to detail in Revit, and if you've not heard me talk for very long, you'll realize that I often break things down into, hey, there is 1 of 2 or 3 things. Pretty much anytime I get over 3, I lose track. I can only count to 3. So there's the right way, the wrong way, and the real way. Most likely, few of you are doing the absolute wrong way, which is not... I always get in trouble when I start this conversation. The wrong way is not detailing in Revit. The wrong way is detailing with line work in a drafting view without anything else in the model in the background and just starting from scratch. That is the wrong way. Then the real way is what you've probably done already, which is importing some detail information from an AutoCAD drawing somewhere and drafting on top of it. That is the real way, as in that is the way that most of you are doing this. Let me ask, raise your hand if you, I asked earlier, raise your hand if you detailed. About 3 or 4 people did. So again, raise your hand if you have detailed the real way, meaning that you've imported CAD drawings, etc. Awesome. And then thank you for raising your hand. Some people have, some people haven't. Then the last piece is creating the detail from the model and embellishing it with 2D detailing information. That's the real way. That's the right way, sorry. The right way would be that we get 80-ish% of our detail from the model, and then we just draft the last 10%. And by draft, I don't just necessarily mean use lines only. Okay, the detailing concepts. First is drafting views. You have to use drafting views, and let me bring up Revit in a minute and you'll see what I mean by drafting views. And we're going to talk about that in Revit. So we're going to jump back and forth between the PowerPoint presentation and the Revit project and all that stuff, as you've seen me do so many times. Okay. There is, oh, did I just click one too many slides? Hold on. Let me go back. Trying to go back and it's not letting me. There we go. Had to use the keyboard. Okay. Drafting views. It's not feasible to detail everything in the construction, right? If we detailed every 10-penny nail in every wall, our project would blow up. Everybody agree with that? Shake your heads, type in questions, point at the screen, say yeah, okay. Doesn't really help. So drafting views are essentially used to deal with that problem, or, well, not a problem, it's up to you whether you want to think of this as a problem or not. But let me at least give you, jump into Revit right now, and go to my first floor plan. Got some stuff going on. Let's drop a floor in here. By the way, definitely always pick walls. If you don't know what that is, well, explained many times over many rockstar hours. So let's go ahead and finish the floor. And then let's take a section of this. It's under View, Section, Ba-ba-bum. And then we have, of course, shading with edges. Let's turn on some fine work. And let's copy and insert. No, it's modify, paste aligned, levels by name. Go ahead and paste it on the second floor. So I've got some information that I can actually deal with now. And I'm going to join the floor and the wall. Because essentially we would need to detail out that information, right? So we're getting close to what we want. We do view, we do a call out, and then suddenly we are dealing with the right way of detailing, the real way of detailing in Revit. That's the real way to detail in Revit. All this gets set up, just turned on and off thin lines, and then we finish out this call out. Okay, but what I've seen people do is this wonderful button here, drafting views. So what a drafting view is, again, so it's just a sheet of paper, but it's not a real size. You just care about what the scale is really at this point. And notice that if I zoom all, there's nothing behind it. It's a blank sheet of paper. It's just something that's blank, absolutely. But under drafting views, I see that that is a blank sheet of paper. I can use my annotate, by the way. Why would everything in a drafting view be drawn from the annotate tab? Somebody type out the right answer, give you a gold star, pat on the back, tell your boss to give you a raise. Why is everything going to be, or the majority of things, for a drafting view, going to be from the annotate tab? What is annotation? View specific. Just a sheet of paper. Only a single view. Therefore, how would I be able to draw walls? How would I be able to do massing? Doesn't make sense. So it would all have to be annotation. See my point? Cool. All right, so here is the wrong way. I have a wall, I have a floor. Here, why don't I go ahead and do view, close it in Windows, and bring up that sections, call out, window tile. So basically the wrong way would be as seen. I'm sitting here creating line work that looks like a floor, looks like the wall join. There we go, there's one there. There's another piece here, and I got some cutouts down there, and some in there. Okay, I'm going to do some annotate, do some regions, etc. I'm showing you also, by the way, the first round of showing you some drafting tools. And I finish my region, and I begin to, oh wait, that's the wrong place for it. Align and lock. Okay, this is the reason why I am saying this is the wrong way. If you do this kind of detailing, that whole hope, dream, reality for some that Revit is a 30% increase in efficiency, this will kill that. So this is wrong, 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 wrong. All right. So from here, the question becomes, let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Do you understand what a drafting view is now? Literally, it is just a sheet of paper that you can draft on top of, that you can then drag and drop onto a sheet, and it looks like a drafting view. It looks like another view, but it does not reference the real model in any way. And the way that we would use this drafting view, if we were did not know